Dreamers! Welcome on back, guys. It's been so long since I've seen you, it feels like. You know, with the dream stream being on pause and with us only doing 2 daydreaming episodes per week, it's like, oh my god, forever. But as you guys know, I've been interacting with you on Twitter and Instagram. So Instagram, again, was also a little bit limited with everything that went on. And then obviously on YouTube when you guys were commenting as well, we had a lot of good conversations back and forth. Whew! All right, Nationals! Ha! Oh, well, that was quite interesting. All right, so for those of you who paid attention on Twitter, you most likely saw what the hubbub was about. So for where I come from near San Francisco, it's about a 7.5-hour drive to get to Las Vegas. I mean, obviously if you take a little bit longer rest breaks, if it takes a little bit longer to get checked out of the different areas when you're getting at the cashier or whatever when you're paying for your gas, so roughly 7.5 hours, maybe 8 hours depending. Okay, so 2.5 hours into our drive, we're filling up gas, car won't roll over. But we can't even get it to that point where it's like, it won't do it. So we went, got towed. That took a while to wait for that. After we got towed, we went and paid for a new fuel pump. Boom! Money! Because, oh man, everything was all nasty and everything in there was all gunked up. So it was really good that we did that, right? Rocking and rolling. We weren't going faster than 70 because, first off, the speed limit's anywhere between 65 and 70 for those areas, and then we knew that we didn't want to stress the car out, which actually was a van, because of all of our bowling equipment between myself, my father, DeMustard Tiger, DOS Postman, and then the luggage of R4s plus your favorite baddie's luggage. So we had a lot of stuff that we were carrying plus 4 of us, and so we weren't trying to push it too hard. 4 hours later, an hour outside of Las Vegas, the transmission goes. All this white smoke and the weirdest, creepiest combination of smells. Like, it felt, how can I describe it? It was like onions mixed with burning plastic. It was an awful smell. It was so confusing. And then we tried to go just a little bit further. We slowed down, stopped, tried to let it cool down for about 15 minutes. Got back in the car, hoping maybe we can get a little bit further because we were only an hour away, right? So we got like another couple miles further to where we got to a point where we're right under one of these signs that says a mile to this next exit, right? So that made it easier for the tow truck driver to find us. He got to us. We got towed from there to Vegas, and we finally made it. Whew. After we did that, so we had to then drop it off at a place to give us an idea or an estimate what was going to go on with it, if it was going to be a big fix, and obviously it was super late at night. We left at 9 a.m. in the morning. We didn't get into Vegas until about 2 a.m., right? Got a taxi, then went over to our hotel, Tropicana, and finally checked in, all that good stuff. I was starving. My bulk diet got destroyed this weekend, simply because I didn't have enough food to be able to eat. I had forgotten one of my food containers, and it's like I had everything except that, just one food container, but it like ruined a bunch of stuff for me. And then all this timing got thrown off for the eating as well, right? Anyway, so I go look for food. It's about 3 a.m. now that we've waited through everything else that we need to get through. And everything around in the hotel I'm at is closed for now, right? It's closed from 3 to 4. They're doing cleanup. This other one's closed until 6 a.m. the next day, even though it said it's 24 hours. Why would you put it as 24 hours if you close at 11 and open at 6? That's 17 hours. It's not even close. It's fine that it's open from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m., but don't say it's open 24 hours. You know what I mean? So it was just, and the people there didn't know what the hell was going on. They couldn't even explain to me where to go. And I was like, no, guys, it's not open. Oh. like it never had happened before. Like it was just the most unluckiest event for me to. So, anyways, now it's like, okay, where do I go to look for food that's gonna be open now? Now I'm starting to think, is this like, are other places gonna have it closed too? Finally got over to Excalibur, found like a Baja Fresh, worked with that. It wasn't something, right? So now by the time I finally get to bed, because I need to shower too, we were out in the heat trying to move the vehicles around and stuff like that. It was just crazy. And so I showered about 5 a.m. when I went to bed. Got up about 7 hours later, and I slept. I wasn't that much rested for the event later that day. But, bowled my best. I shot 198, 176, and 199, which normally on a normal house condition would not be that impressive in the sense of trying to win a tournament. But it's serviceable in this tournament where it's hard to get high scores. The way the lanes are set up, it makes it very difficult to be able to do those kinds of things. So for me, it was a decent showing. If only I had, game 2 was that much better. All right. So went to bed a decent hour. Good sleep. Good 8 hours plus sleep. Bowled doubles and singles the following day. So doubles and singles, for doubles, game 1 211, game 2 I shot 291 or 292. I was 291. 211 plus a 191 or 192. I want to say it was a 192. Looking real good going to the final game. Shoot, I shoot $150. It was only the problem was I only had a few opens, but I lost the area that I had. I finally got it back at the end, but it wasn't enough to make up for it. Okay, well, not much time to dwell on that. Right into singles immediately after that, right? For these 3 more games. Come out of the shoot, and I go 190. Let's see what I shoot. So if I had a 3... It was a 191 and a 192. All right, okay, cool. One big game on the final game of the tournament, right? Game 3 of singles, but game 9 of the whole tournament. I'll be stoked. $159. Same thing kind of happened was the line started to go away. I couldn't move fast enough. I was leaving just awkward enough counts where it was really hard to cover those with the way the condition was. If you missed just by that little bit, it was gone. It was over. And only a 159. So again, a decent weekend of bowling, but we'll just cash a little bit is my assumption with how that went. So that kind of catches you up with the bowling. It was, we tried, and gambling went well. I mean, I made some money on gambling, and that was nice. Made a little over $100. So I was stoked about that. Nothing to write home about, right? It wasn't like I won the lottery, but it's nice. It's better than losing. So, for those, for example, I put $100 in. If I lost $100, I was going to stop. And, so, I mean, in theory, you could think I'm up $200 because I would have just thrown away $100. And so that was good. And the time spent with the family, that was awesome. Like, really, if you take away the stresses on the before and the stresses after, I'm about to get to that, it was a great trip. It really was. Now going into what happened on Monday. All right, so Monday, my father and the Mustard Tiger, they go out to get us a new vehicle because the van needs a $3,500 or $3,700 repair cost for the transmission. This transmission's already gone out twice, so it's like, why spend for a third time? You know what I mean? Like, why do that to ourselves with the super stress? Like, are we gonna make it? Feeling, And plus, DOS Postman had to get back to work the following day. Not going to happen. So those two went and shopped, got a truck. Problem was they were getting held up with the bank for some reason. Well, not held up with the bank. That doesn't sound right. So when they were trying to complete the transaction, for some reason, my father's bank was saying the card wasn't going to work, even though the card was totally fine. The card's not going to work, but the card's totally fine. So it took forever for that to get done. When it finally was done, it's about just before 9 p.m. By the time we get everything loaded up, it's about 9:30. We go. Well, I said because they were doing all the other stuff, I was going to be I'm going to drive us all the way home. So I do. We get home about 5 a.m. Whew! Exhausting. But it was good. Good, comfortable ride for having to be in that chair for that long. And it worked out, guys. It was unfortunate, but we all survived. Besides those who did some excursions or lost a little bit of money gambling, it wasn't that nothing really to be like, oh, this sucked. Just a few unfortunate things, and like I said, good time, really good time spent with amazing people, and I couldn't ask for more for a mini vacation slash competition weekend. All right, I hope you guys have paid attention all the way till now. You guys want to see me? Well, I won't stream again until Friday, so you need to tune in today to see me on Lux and Phoenix's 12-hour charity stream for Alzheimer's. Okay, guys? You need to tune in because him and I are going to speedrun for 3 hours for 2-player Contra speedruns. You guys need to check this stuff out. You do. You really do. Come on. What are you waiting for? All right, guys. I really appreciate you guys for tuning in. You need to go check out Lux and Phoenix because I'm going to be on there. You want to see me before Friday? Come on by. It's Wednesday. Check it out. It's going to be great stuff. We're doing it for all the right reasons. And who knows? We might set a PB. Maybe get a top 3 or top 4 time. I think it's possible. I really do. So, guys, I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow. And it's so good to be back. Go ahead and check last week's episode right here from Thursday. Thank you for subscribing. And dreamers, keep on dreaming.